Grid for race 3 reads like this. Wilf Butler is in pole position. This is the third fastest time for each driver in qualifying. Josh Salvadori starts alongside him. Second row, Luca Maserati and Ollie Kerr. Then Kyle Wells and Ollie Smith on row 3. The fourth row, Louis Austin and Matthew Swatton. Max Scharfegger and Lewis Stannard round out the top 10. Row 6 is Bailey Roberts in the 98 car alongside 87 Leon Holly. Row 7, hopefully Sherry-Ann Powell is there after her shunt earlier on, alongside 35 Tom Algar. Martin Wright, number 14, and treble 3 Lexi Powell, and number 7 Joe Wood. Problems in qualifying for him yesterday, so he starts at the back for all 3 races. Just looking back on the grid to see if Sherry-Ann Powell is there. Yes, she is. There's the white and orange Oryx competition car, so well done to Oryx. They've repaired that car, and Sherry-Ann back out, none the worse for her spill in the race earlier on. There's Joe Ward at the back, so an amendment to the result from earlier on then. Luca Maserati has his second win of the season, going for their second wins of the weekend here. Maserati and Josh Salvadori. Wilf Butler on pole, looking for win number 2 this season. He won the season opening race at Donington Park. This will be another 15-minute race. The Junior Saloons have been in fantastic form so far this weekend. We can just see down in Parc Ferme that is what's left of the tyre and rear wheel arch on Charlie Lower's Caterham. He did well to bring that home in one piece. So Wilf Butler on pole then. The 5-second board is held aloft for our third and final Junior Saloon Car race of the weekend. Butler, Salvadori and Maserati have been virtually inseparable all weekend. We're underway. A good start by Butler from pole position. He'll channel his frustration from earlier on into this race. It's Salvadori away in second place. Maserati is third. Decent start by Kyle Wells. He's trying to go through into fourth position. Max Scharfegger with a decent getaway up the inside as well in the grey 23 car. They disappear from view up towards Allard and into the complex. It looks like we have a change of leader. Yes, Josh Salvadori has taken the lead at Campbell. So Salvadori up front. He was hanging back in the race earlier on to let Butler and Maserati battle it out, as he did yesterday on the last lap. But this time he's made his move early and he's taken up the lead. Kyle Wells in fourth, then it's Ollie Kerr, Louis Austin, Ollie Smith, and the rest of them charge through. Wilf Butler is not holding back either. He's attacking for the lead back again from Josh Salvadori. Luca Maserati looking on in third. Salvadori runs a bit wide coming out of Village there. He's left the gap for Wilf Butler. Can he take the lead at Church? This will be a stellar overtaking move if he can pull this off. They're side by side on the run into Church, the fastest corner in the country. Butler's up the inside. He's done it. Brilliant driving from Wilf Butler. Salvadori is fighting back. The next corner's that slight left at Brooklands and up towards Woodham Hill. Oh, battles joined early in this one. You can see that emotions have perhaps been running high ahead of this race. Here comes Maserati on the inside. Ollie Kerr's trying to go with them. There's 7 of them together. Kyle Wells has been slipstreamed. He's dropped back 3 places. Butler's got the lead back again, then Salvadori, Maserati. Oh, Ollie Smith, a bit of contact there. Don't mind the tyre wall, he just avoids it. And the Rookie of the Year contender keeps it going. I think that was possibly contact with Kyle Wells because he's lost more ground there. Lewis Stannard coming through. Louis Austin's in there, Max Scharfegger as well, and behind them is the Kersley car of Matthew Swatton. Goodness me, what a first lap. What a lead battle we've got. Wilf Butler with a sensational move out of Church Corner to take the lead back again from Josh Salvadori. Leads the way. Maserati third, going with it. Oh, there's more problems further back. Out goes Louis Austin, out goes Max Scharfegger. I think Kyle Wells with there's more cars over the curbs in avoidance there. Bailey Roberts. Sherry-Ann Powell is rally crossing across the infield and rejoins in just the right place. Didn't collect anybody. Oh, she's had an eventful weekend, hasn't she? Sherry-Ann Powell just got the rejoin right there. Oh, skittles at the complex, as Charlie Cox would have called this in his touring car days. Okay then, top 4 have broken away as a result of all that melee. As into Church Corner, Butler from Salvadori, Maserati in third, Ollie Kerr going with them in fourth. Now, who's going to come through next? Lewis Stannard's up to fifth, then Kyle Wells. 7th is Matthew Swat, Leon Holly up to 8th. 9th is Bailey Roberts in the green car, Martin Wright in 10th, and Sherry-Ann Powell, after a bit of a scare at the complex there, is just behind him. Here they come then into the chicane. Up on the curb there, bouncing up on the two wheels, Luca Maserati in 3rd. What's happening further back? Bailey Roberts with a big send up the inside, as they say in karting, takes Martin Wright. Sherry-Ann Powell's in there too. Ollie Smith further back after his off at the chicane. 1 lap round, you can see his rear bumper's damaged. If that starts flapping, he'll get the black and orange flag. Martin Wright's on the move. Best we've seen from him this weekend, the Cornishman, past Bailey Roberts in the 98. Sherry-Ann Powell moving up as well. Recovered nicely after that off a lap ago. And she's taken Roberts. Ollie Smith will move up as well. There's a puff of tyre smoke ahead there. Somebody's gone wide. Max Scharfegger's fighting back as well. There he is behind Joe Wood in the number 7. Fantastic battling in the midfield. Pick up the leaders in a moment. Joe Wood runs a bit wide, puts a wheel on the grass. Lexi Powell's having a good scrap with Tom Algar at the back of the field as well. And here are the leaders. They're starting to drop Ollie Kerr slightly. Butler from Salvadori, Maserati in 3rd. Out towards Church Corner. Can Wilf Butler get it right this time? He was pipped on the line by Josh Salvadori in yesterday's race. Took the flag in race 2 this morning, but then was penalised. He and Salvadori both getting a penalty for gaining unfair advantage. So Luca Maserati, the new winner of race 2, and he's on their tail. Salvadori at the inside in the chicane. He's sideways over the curb. Can he get the car stopped? Butler goes over the curb, and Salvadori's got the lead. Oh, this is going to go on all race long, I think, between these two. If I was Luca Maserati, I would just hang back by a car or two's length and let these two slug it out in front of me, as we saw Salvadori do in race 1 yesterday when Butler and Maserati were the ones fighting it out. Butler's fighting back. Look, he's on the... Oh, look, we've got a big accident at the chicane. That is Louis Austin. Damaged the front of his car. He's getting out. He's okay. Bailey Roberts, and I think that's Sherry-Ann Powell involved again. She's had a pretty disastrous weekend. That, I think, will be a race stoppage. Matthew Swatton has pulled into the pits, so he's maybe involved as well. Well, the safety car is going to be called. Yep, the lights are on, the yellow flags are out. Safety car is being scrambled as I expected. This is going to close the field up. A lot of damage to Louis Austin's car. Good to see he's okay. A very fed-up Sherry-Ann Powell walks away. And Bailey Roberts involved as well, but all 3 drivers are out of their cars. They're okay, that's the main thing. Such a shame for particularly Sherry-Ann Powell. She's had so much incident this weekend. Louis Austin, one of our Rookie of the Year contenders, involved as well, and Bailey Roberts. Now Matthew Swatton, I think, might be involved there as well, because he's pulled into the pits. So we're down to 13 cars running behind the safety car. Josh Salvadori is your leader. There are 8.5 minutes to go. And now the clerk of the course, Steve Hill, as the senior clerk of the course this weekend, will assess whether we can continue under safety car while the cars are recovered. We've got 3 recovery vehicles down there. And hopefully those are mobile enough to be towed back into the paddock, and then we can get racing underway again and won't need to red flag the race and stop the cars. Safety car will pick up the leaders. Evelyn Buanik at the wheel. I remember her racing in the old Kumho BMW Championship for many, many years. So the race order is Salvadori from Butler and Maserati. Ollie Kerr in 4th place. 4th place becoming a habit for him, it has to be said. He wants podiums. Lewis Stannard is up to 5th. Then Kyle Wells 6th, ahead of Leon Holly, the light blue car there in the background, 7th. Martin Wright up to 8th, the scholarship winner going well. Ollie Smith, recovering from his earlier off, is 9th. Joe Wood from the back of the grid up to 10th. Then we've got Max Scharfegger 11th. He had a spin at the complex on the first lap. There was a bit of contact in there. Lexi Powell is 12th in the 333 Motorsport car. More famous for their truck racing. Dad Steve, a truck star. See Steve Powell and his team out here at the beginning of July at Thruxton. And the other car left running is Tom Algar, number 35. Got the state of Louis Austin's car, it's a great shame. Hopefully all the cars can be towed in here fairly rapidly by the recovery team. We've got 3 recovery vehicles down there. And we'll get back underway as quickly as we can. The light's still on atop the safety car as it comes through Village. Will we go back to green this time? We may have to do another lap. There's Bailey Roberts' car being towed in. Not too much damage to that one by the look of it, thankfully. Boards and the flags still out at the moment. There's Harvey Kersley's car, the right-hand side of the car being worked on there. Looks like we are probably going to do another lap. It's going to be a sprint for the line. Unless the light goes off now. I don't think it's going to. We'll wait and see as it comes into the chicane. They can release them quite late. The lights are still on atop the Ford. It will be another lap behind the safety car while we make sure everything is back in position. Matt Scharfegger a bit eager there. I think he thought the race was going to go green because he was up on the back of Joe Wood there. We do another lap behind the Ford Focus estates. 13 cars left running out of the 17 that started. Main thing is all the drivers are okay after that latest bit of mayhem. It's been an incident-packed weekend for the Junior Saloon Cars here at Thruxton. This is going to be an interesting shootout towards the line. It's just a couple of laps. It's Tom Algar at the back. Been a quiet weekend for Tom. Next out on track we will have the Edge Caterham 7 270R Championship. I can tell you there's been a few amendments to that grid, been a couple of penalties handed out. Matthew Swatton's rejoining. I can tell you also from race 2 for Caterham 7 270R earlier on, Nick Heighton was excluded from the result for causing a collision. That's a little update from Caterham. So will we go back to green this time? Here's a look at the lights on top of the safety car. Matthew Swatton, I think they put a new right front wheel on that car. Looks like the lights are out on top atop the safety car. It's pulled away from the pack. And we are ready to go back to green flag with around 3 minutes remaining on the clock. So it'll be a couple of laps. Sprint for the line for the Junior Saloon Cars. This is going to be a good one. Fasten your seatbelts. Here we go. Up towards the start-finish line. They can't pass until the timing line, of course. They're away and free to race as they go towards Allard. Josh Salvadori leads from Wilf Butler. They pull away slightly from Luca Maserati in 3rd position. Ollie Kerr going with them. Lewis Stannard's up there in 5th now. He'll have flashbacks to Donington here. What happened on the safety car restart with 2 laps to go there. Up on the outside here comes Butler. He's not holding back. He's going to try and get the inside line for Cobb. He's got the inside line for Cobb. He's trying to do a Rickard Rydell here into the complex. Josh Salvadori's having none of it. Gets the elbows out a little. They're still side by side. Butler's keeping his foot in. He's going to pull up ahead as they go into Noble, the left-hander. He's done it. Wilf Butler, he's not going to be held back, and Maserati's going through as well. Maserati at the inside. Salvadori goes down to 3rd. Brilliant from Wilf Butler, hanging on around the outside at Campbell to get the inside for Cobb. And now Ollie Kerr's going to have a go at the Lightning McQueen machine for third place in the Simpson Race exhaust car. Here they come towards Church Corner. What's going to happen here? Butler, Maserati, Salvadori out wide. He's trying to position himself ready for an attack into the chicane. Went a little bit too wide there, though, as did Kerr, I think. They go towards Woodham Hill. Stannard and Kyle Wells are not far away either. Maserati, is he going to have an attack here into the chicane, or is he going to wait until the last lap? It'll be last lap this time for Wilf Butler out in front. Leon Holly's up there in 7th place. He's running well this time after a slightly fraught weekend. He was excluded from yesterday's race. And Martin Wright behind him on for his best finish so far. We're into the last lap now, this Junior Saloon Car Championship Race 3. The tension can be felt in the air almost. These three have been barely centimetres apart all weekend. Butler running a little bit deep there into Campbell. Maserati hops over the curb. Now, is he going to get the tighter line on the exit here? The next corner after this is the left at Noble. Butler gets a wheel onto the curb there on the exit of Seagrave. Maserati is lining him up here, but does he want to be leading into the chicane for the last time? Here they come towards Village. If any disaster happens here, Ollie Kerr could benefit in the treble too. Out towards Church for the last time. I've no idea what's going to happen into the chicane. This could be another grandstand finish. Now, is Salvadori doing what he did yesterday again? Is he holding back to see what the two ahead of him do? Because he went between the two of them to snatch the win on the run to the line yesterday in race 1. Salvadori and Maserati with a win each so far this weekend. Here comes Maserati. Wilf Butler is ready for him, though. He knows that Luca's going to have a go, but which side? Salvadori as late on the brakes as he dares. 3 of them line astern. Salvadori hops over the curve, so does Butler on the out of the chicane. Maserati's going to pop out of the slipstream. Salvadori's going to try and go through the middle. He won't get a chance this time, though. It's a photo finish between Wilf Butler and Luca Maserati. We'll have to go to the timing screen to see who got that. Salvadori is 3rd, Ollie Kerr is 4th, then Lewis Stannard 5th. 6th is Kyle Wells. We're going to wait for the timing screen to sort out, because yesterday we saw it in the Track Action Saloon race. We saw a change on the timing screen a few moments after the race once the timekeepers had sorted it out. So we're just going to wait to confirm. It's currently showing Wilf Butler has taken the win by 0.185 of a second. Just wait a moment as they come round on their slowdown. I think Butler has done it. A 1/4 of a second covers the top 3 over the line. Well, if Butler has won that, which he provisionally has, then that's quite fitting, actually, with one race win each this weekend for those 3. Wow. A round of applause from the marshals and spectators as they head round on their slowdown lap. We'll confirm the provisional result then. Wilf Butler taking the win by 0.185 of a second over Luca Maserati. Josh Salvadori in 3rd. They didn't let him through the gap this time. Ollie Kerr another 4th place ahead of Lewis Stannard, then 6th for Kyle Wells. Leon Holly a good 7th. Martin Wright well up there in 8th. Then Ollie Smith and Max Scharfeg around at the top 10. Joe Wood in 11th. And Tom Algar, Lexi Powell, Matthew Swatton rejoining, finishing a couple of laps down after a pit visit. We lost Bailey Roberts, Sherry-Ann Powell and Louis Austin in that tangle at the chicane, unfortunately, but all drivers okay. And well done indeed to the Junior Saloon Cars. A fraught weekend, but a very lively one. Some great racing at the sharp end of the pack. And well done indeed to Wilf Butler. He knew the attack was coming there from Luca Maserati into the chicane, and he managed to defend this time. Josh Salvadori was ready to attack. I think he just took a bit too much curb on the way into the chicane, just hopped up into the air very slightly. Now about to head back into pit lane, a well-deserved round of applause from the spectators. And I'm sure Ian's down there ready to have a chat to our top 3 once again. Full credit to Wilf Butler, a great drive there to hold on ahead of Luca Maserati. Let's head down into Parc Ferme.
Wow, I don't really know what to say. The Junior Saloons have been absolutely magnificent, have they? Quite remarkably this time at this meeting at Thruxton, Josh Salvadore, Wilf Butler and Luca Maserati, each of them have all finished first, second and third this weekend. This championship fight is going to be one of the biggest, the best and the closest you are going to see in motorsport in 2025. Just in case you are wondering, race 2, unfortunately Wilf Butler didn't get the win. It did swap round. Luca Maserati won that one. Salvadore came second and Butler came third in that one. But Wilf, that one is a little bit sweeter, right?
Yeah, much sweeter. I mean, last race a bit unfortunate, got a penalty that dropped us to third, but yeah, this race perfectly fine. Happy with that.
You three are just incredible. You've all had a win, you've all had a second, you've all had a third place this weekend. This is going to go right to the last race, isn't it? Right at the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking that way. We're pretty much all scoring the exact same points every meeting, so yeah, the gap at the front is not increasing or decreasing, it's just staying the same really.
You've got to be consistent and you're certainly doing that. Congratulations,
yeah,
Wilf. Finally gets the win. Where have our drivers gone? Luca's over there. Sorry, Andy. You may as well just stay there, Andy, just swivel around as we move on over. Let's grab Luca for a quick chat if we can. Luca, I was just saying there, the consistency between you three is absolutely incredible. You've had a win, you've had a second, you've had a third, you've all done exactly the same. Championship points as it was.
Yeah, team have done really well. I haven't shouted them out enough. They've been amazing this weekend. You know, we've been levels above us three, really. So yeah, massive thanks to the team. Yeah, we're really close on pace. You know, it's good to see because the last 2 rounds I've maybe been a little bit off, but it's good to see. You know, we got the setup back on, and now we're back.
You say that is 8 podiums in a row now. Not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, consistency is key in this championship. You know, you need to finish every race to win the championship.
Could pay dividends at the end. Luca, well done, mate. Top stuff indeed. Let's grab Josh over for a chat as well, shall we? Josh, I don't know how you boys do it. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's a tough race. Fair play to them. They got the better of me. Just need to, try and iron out a couple of little things for the next meeting.
There's been a case of deja vu in these 3 races, though, because coming into the last lap, you're always just lurking at the back, aren't you? Just looking to make that move. This time, couldn't quite get it done, though.
No, you know, I just not much. Yeah, nowhere to go really. Just tried to capitalise, but no, they did really good just to stay in front.
They certainly did. Look, congratulations, well done. It's been a fantastic weekend